Hi, Acadiana. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Welcome to the midweek. It's May the 14th. This is Acadiana Weather Today, a short morning chat on your upcoming weather conditions and how they're going to affect your day. Very quiet weather for much of this week and some very hot temperatures about ready to settle in. It was warming up yesterday, but things are really going to start to heat up as we head toward the latter part of the week. But of course, storm season never really ends, and it's time to save the stuff that matters. Ritter Consulting Engineers uses Matterport 3D imaging to scan your home or business, which can be used for insurance purposes before and after a storm. They're also revolutionizing real estate so buyers can tour homes right from their computer. Call Ritter Consulting Engineers at 984-8498 or visit their website. Well, as the sun comes up on this Wednesday morning, we are looking at fair skies across Acadiana. It is a little bit more on the muggy side, a little more dew out here this morning. So moisture values are increasing as a southerly flow stays with us, but in the upper levels of the atmosphere, we've got a big ridge of high pressure, so that's kind of squashing down the air mass at the higher levels of the atmosphere, preventing a lot of lift. So what we end up is with a lot of sunshine and some very warm and humid conditions. Fortunately, that means you're not going to have any weather woes on the roadways this time around. Skies are generally clear, and we are looking at some dry roadways. Hopefully the traffic won't get in your way on this Wednesday morning. And as far as our current temperatures, we're in pretty good shape. Most of the area running in the 60s and lower 70s, so we are a bit warmer than where we were this time yesterday morning, and it looks like those nighttime temperatures are going to be staying above 70 for the remainder of the week. For our students heading out to the bus stop, 68 this morning with sunshine, 87 degrees as you come home from school later this afternoon. As far as the radars are concerned, we got some false echoes here. We've got clear skies, so we're not seeing any rainfall on our local radars, and you can see on the satellite imagery there's really not a whole lot of cloud cover. Therefore, when we go back to the radar there and you see those echoes that are out in the offshore waters, that's just some inversion that's happening there, so you get some false radar echoes. But as far as our skies, they're going to stay mostly sunny again today. Temperature-wise, it's going to be getting quite warm as a trough digs out in the west, and we've got a bit of a trough still lingering in the east, but more of a ridge of high pressure is starting to build here across the Gulf Coast, and that's going to continue to build. The trough that you're seeing over the upper Rockies is going to be spinning off toward the Canadian border and the Great Lakes later on this week, helping to amplify that ridge of high pressure farther to the south and getting those hotter temperatures going. As far as the surface features, again, we've got a few low pressure areas and a front. Again, this is going to be staying well to our north this time around, so not having any impact on our forecast over the next several days. There will be some high, thin clouds across the area early on, and then you'll see those cumulus clouds kind of building, but they're not going to be climbing high enough in the atmosphere to grab onto any moisture, and really there's a lack of moisture in the mid and upper levels as well. So we are going to stay rain-free for the remainder of the week, but those temperatures are going to be staying in the upper 80s and lower 90s, and with the higher dew points, we're probably going to be seeing those heat index values getting as high as 100 degrees. Check out some of our temperatures here today. Mid to upper 80s, maybe getting close to 90 up through Cenla, but even hotter as you go out toward the west. And that heat dome is going to be expanding over the next couple of days, so expect 90s almost area-wide as we finish off the work week. Temperatures, though, at night, again, aren't going to be cooling off quite as much as they were earlier this week. Lows will drop back into the 70s. Gulf waters, again, we've got a little bit more of a tighter pressure gradient as low pressure kind of develops to our northwest and a strong ridge stays to the southeast. So not only are the breezes going to be up again here on land, which should help to offset some of the heat, but the winds are going to be quite strong in the offshore waters as well. And we do have a small craft advisory. Those winds will be out of the south at 15 to 20 and gusty, and seas about 2 to 3 feet in the nearshore waters, 3 to 5, maybe up to 6 feet as you get into the far offshore waters. So be careful out there if you're planning on doing some boating. Your high today getting up to 88 degrees under mostly sunny skies. Tonight dropping only to 73, and it looks like we're going to hit 90 both Thursday and Friday with mostly sunny skies. Temperatures at night will be dropping down into the 70s, and that heat index value is going to be getting really close to 100 degrees. And I know that we have a lot of hot weather throughout the year here in Acadiana, but it was only a few months ago that we had snow on the ground, which was so unusual. And getting these hot temperatures this early in May is a little unusual as well. So practice your hot weather safety tips. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. If you're going to be outside throughout the day, try to take as many breaks as you can and try to get into the shade or the air conditioning. Shade is actually a good 20 degrees cooler than it is in the bright sunshine, and air conditioning feels even better, obviously. Wear light-colored, loose-fitting clothing, and that should help to keep you a little bit cooler and allow your body to cool itself naturally by evaporating the sweat off of your skin. Well, I hope you enjoy Acadiana weather today. If you do, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and also turn on those notifications. You can also hear my forecast daily on Big 102.1, Planet Radio 106.7, and Freedom 95.1. In between, you can check out my social media pages, both on Facebook and X. And, of course, thanks to everyone who has subscribed to Acadiana Weather Today right here on YouTube. I'm meteorologist Dave Baker. Have yourself a great Wednesday, and I'll see you on Thursday.